it's a timely boost really for Ipswich Town. After
Yeah.
A week can be long in football. Fickle world of football world. Town fans. We're not happy, which is fair enough. I weren't happy as well as a Town fan. It was a frustrating sort of period. Oxford and Blackburn, but okay, it doesn't feel like a 3-0 sort of match, was it? I think Coventry, Stu said he got a few comments from Coventry fans saying, well beaten. But you got to take credit because Town, got the win, big 3 points, clean sheet at home against the league leaders. AJ, do we have lift off? Like, we don't want to get too carried away. It's only one game. We've got to sort of back this up against Stoke. But do you feel this is a big moment in the season for Town?
Going back to that kind of first point, I mean, Coventry were second best in this game. Let's be honest, that they were. I'm not saying that Ipswich blew them away, but they were. Ipswich were the better team in this match, and it ends up with a convincing scoreline. Is it lift off? We've had false dawns before, and that's why I'm going to say I don't know at this point, because we had that little run around September. So we had a tough start, of course, winless up until beating Sheffield United 5-0. Then it's like, wow, you've beaten Sheffield United 5-0. Is that lift off? You beat Portsmouth. The draw at Bristol City wasn't great. Then obviously follow that up with the win in the derby against Norwich. But then it's 2 steps back. Big blow at Borough. Even bigger blow against Charlton. Then you have that kind of 6-game unbeaten run where you win 4 of them, some big wins on the road, but then you're set back with Oxford and with Blackburn. So I don't think anyone can say for sure that it is. For me, it has to be. If Ipswich are going to be in the mix for a top 2 finish, this has to now be the moment in my eyes, because if you haven't had the confidence from a 3-0 win against the league leaders, if that hasn't given you enough to work off to kick on now, what's going to do it? That this has to be, for me, the turning point. If Ipswich are going to be successful, that isn't to guarantee that they are. Let's be honest. And it's also not necessarily going to be the case that they're going to have a perfect season from now on. There will be setbacks. They will lose games. They will be frustrated. They will play low blocks and find it hard to get through. They will come out on the wrong end of games where they've been second best, things like that. But this is now the point where we have to see a bit of consistency on the pitch, in the starting lineup, and keeping themselves in and around that kind of conversation towards the top of the table. So yeah, that's kind of given you a bit of an airy-fairy answer. I appreciate that. Heart says yes. This is the moment that Ipswich will lift off, and they can get a positive result at Stoke and capitalise on Leicester in a bit of a shaky position going into Sheffield Wednesday. But my gut knows that we've been stung with this before. So let's see. I think we'll have a clearer picture probably at the end of this week as to where we're at.
Very much so. But yeah, let us know, ladies and gentlemen, your thoughts and feelings on this. But yeah, Town, of course, move up to 4th in the table, as you mentioned, AJ, which is looking pretty good.